Hey guys, it's Sarah again from the Boutique Hub. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. If you don't know me yet, I came onto the Hub back in the fall of 2017, and I am the Director of Partnerships and Education. And one of the big things that I like to do is work with service providers and brands and vendors and bring them onto the Hub to help streamline life for you and put all those resources in one spot. That's what the Hub is all about. The girls at the Hub have done a fantastic job with that. And bringing on my experience with as being a retail owner and being in the retail world since 1993, I think I have a lot of good information for you. And some of the things I want to talk about maybe are, overkill. Some of you are like, I don't need to know that. I already do that. I have a good system. But I will say, from being a boutique owner for many, many years, there's always a good need for revival and a networking community to kind of bounce ideas off of each other. So I'm really excited to be part of that with the Hub and be able to bring some information to you. So every week I work with new service providers that are wanting to come on board with the Hub, and I basically kind of do a little interview with them, make sure it's a good fit and how they make your life better as a boutique owner. So one of the big things is point of sale systems, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. So a lot of you are like, I already have a point of sale system, and it works fine. And that's what I'm finding, that existing point of sale systems work pretty good. They're adequate, right? But there's so many new things out there. As technology advances and your business advances, your business is not the same as it was 5 years ago. So I hope that whatever point of sale system you're using is growing with you as your business is growing. So with that, I'm going to just kind of go over some of the basics, like what I think a point of sale system is. In short, I think it's your lifeline to your business. I think it is your easy button. I think it is everything you need to know about your business all in one spot. I was the queen of binders and notebooks and sticky pads and all these kind of things. And if I wanted to go look up my sales from, November or the fourth quarter of 2013, I would have to go back and go look through all these files, and then I'd look at my notes and I'd do all these kind of things. And if I wanted to kind of see who had clocked in the most hours back in 2014 or whatever it was, maybe it was 6 months ago, I would have to go back and pull drawers out and files and look through things and get my calculator out and add up everything. That just took a lot of time. So when we started and entered everything into our point of sale system, I quickly realized how efficient it was, how streamlined my life became, how all that data was exactly where I needed it to be when I needed it to be there. So it was fantastic. It really did make my life as a boutique owner, retail owner, much simpler. So if you do not have a point of sale system, I highly recommend you go into the back office or the desktop of the dashboard of the Boutique Hub and take a look at that and see what point of sale systems are available there and how they're unique and how they can work for you. So getting on to some of the basics. What is a point of sale system? It does so much more than just collect data for you, but it is going to collect your inventory. It's going to collect your sales, your employee records, your paid outs, what you're paying out, what you're bringing in. It's going to collect pretty much everything you want to know about your business all in one spot. So at the end of the week, when you want to run reports, or if you want to have a customer interested in a blue sweater in a size medium, you can scan in the large and see what you have available, where it is. Is it in a warehouse? Is it on the floor? Is it in your online inventory? You can get all sorts of information about that. Say you have a run of 6 items there at the store that are still sitting there and you want to send them back to the vendor, but you're not sure how old they are. Scan that in, look at the movement history, look at the receiving history of when you received it, how many of them you've moved, what you've sold them at. Are you selling them at retail? Are the bulk of them selling at 50% off? A point of sale system can tell you all of these things. It's the way to run your business efficiently and effectively. To reduce the amount of errors by manually key entering things is huge. So I'm a big advocate for point of sale systems. Something else it will do is it'll track those sales, and then you can look and say, hey, is it advantageous for me to be open on Friday nights? Or is Friday our best day? Is Thursday our best day? When is our best day? And what staff member is my go-to, my A-team bestseller, sell ice to Eskimos kind of person? Whoever that is, I want them on staff that day that the sales are the best, right? So those are all important key things. Something else it's going to tell you is who your vendors are that you are doing the most amount of business with, who your return on, which ones you're maintaining your best markup with. You know, sometimes you can sell the crap out of something, but if you're selling at rock bottom discount prices in the end of the month or end of the season, you're like, oh, I don't have any of that company left. That's awesome. But go back to your point of sale. Did it all go at 50 or 60% off? That's not the best vendor. So these point of sale systems can tell you all about that. Okay. Something else I want you to keep in mind when you're looking for a point of sale system is making sure it integrates back with your bookkeeping. Make sure the add-ons are minimal, because my experience with add-ons is they all just add to that extra monthly expense and something else for you to maintain and something else for you to make sure is working. So a good POS system should be the umbrella to lots and lots of things. So you want to make sure it works with multiple locations. Are you brick and mortar and online? Do you have multiple store locations in different towns? Do they work together? How is inventory tracked from one to another? Those are some really important things. Gift cards, huge, huge, huge thing. I feel like that is one of those things that a lot of companies get you on. Is everything else is great, and then all of a sudden you don't even think about it until you're up and running, and you're like, whoa, how do I sell a gift card? Well, some point of sale systems don't offer those. So that is something I recommend you looking at right away, because you want to be able to offer gift cards, and if you do in-store credits, things like that, how do those talk back and forth to each other? You know, how are you able to differentiate between a credit in a store? Is it a gift card credit, or is it a in-store credit from a return? Some of those point of sales honestly don't differentiate between the two, and you want to know that at the end of the day, at the end of the month, at the end of the year when you're talking to your accountants. Something else I think is really important is their technical support. Can you get a hold of somebody? Who do you reach out to when all of a sudden you got a line 10 deep and your point of sale system goes down, you know, or whatever it is, or you come in Monday morning and you get ready to start your week and all of a sudden the system's down or it's not working. Who do you call? You have to be able to make that decision right away. Something else that I think is awesome, and as like I said, your business is changing, life is changing. It's basically a automated marketing system within a lot of point of sale systems. I think that is huge, where they can where it will automatically generate birthday coupons. It'll automatically generate messages saying, hey Sarah, I haven't seen you for a long time, we've been missing you. Or Sarah, we just received this whole new line of Tribal and I know you're a huge Tribal customer, blah 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 blah. Whatever it is, something in-house that you pay that one service fee or that one account fee, and it does all these things for you. I think those are huge. There's so many point of sale systems that are adopting that automated marketing strategies with the POS systems. I think those are huge. So this is a time-consuming thing to get it up and going. You have to manually enter the data, obviously, when a purchase order comes in for all your inventory and things like that. But I can promise you, at the end of the day, it saves you so much money and so much time. And it's accurate, right? I mean, why would you spend all this time with notebooks and sticky pads and all this stuff if your office was like mine, you'd run back there and want to try to gather up some information and it's not where you thought it was going to be. Or there was a note that you half wrote and all of a sudden you realized you got called away and you never went back and finished it. So it basically said 3 weeks before Christmas, sales were nothing because you never actually went back and finished that note. So, and then you can go to your point of sale, pull up those exact days, and you can look back at months, days, years prior and get the accurate data you want. So anyway, this is my invitation to you to go back to the dashboard, take a look at all the service providers that are there, many POS systems available to you, making sure they're talking to your accounting software, your open to buy plan, which I will do a video about that later. But there's so many things out there. Your point of sale system is your lifeline to your business. It is the umbrella that covers everything. So making sure that you have one that's user-friendly and is what you need for your business so your business can grow is so important. So anyway, I invite you to get in that dashboard. If you don't know how, go to theboutiquehub.com, scroll all the way down to login, enter your information that you received as a member, and voila, there's a ton of stuff back there. So anyway, point of sale systems, we've got some great ones that we've recommended there on the Hub, and many of them also have discounts for Hub members. So that's it. I'm signing off. Have a great day.